Welcome to Battle Bus Live. I am Brian Rose, and we are live on the Brian for Mayor Digital Battle Bus today, touring the borough of Enfield. Super excited to get back to Enfield, my third time there. I've now been over 4,000 miles on this bus just in the city of London. I've been to every single one of the 32 boroughs twice, and we're going to keep going all the way till May 6th until I speak to every single person in London and convince them that we have the right direction for the future. This is a special episode today, and I can't wait to talk about our big announcement, which I'm just gonna drop on you right now, and it's located right here in my jacket pocket, and there it is, boom. Our manifesto for the future. This is an incredible document. It's an incredible piece of work. It is a detailed analysis on all of London's problems, and I've spent the past 9 months between me and my team and a lot of other individuals really basically getting a detailed analysis of all the problems of London and coming up with real solutions. And this thing is packed with all sorts of information, statistics, cost analysis, you name it, it's in here. And we go through London's major problems and major struggles. If you want to take a look at this thing right now, while you're watching this, you can go to brianformayor.london/manifesto, and it outlines the big things I've been talking about for the past 6 months. You heard me right. We have been campaigning to be the next mayor of London for 6 months. You see a lot of these fair weather friends coming in at the last minute that want to be your mayor. We have been out there in the trenches, in the boroughs of London, listening to you for 6 months, and that's why we're able to create something with such detail, and we couldn't be more proud of this over at Brian for Mayor headquarters. In this, I talk in detail about how I'm going to rebuild London's economy. I talk in detail about how I'm going to put 10,000 new police officers on the street. I talk in detail about how I'm going to abolish the congestion charge until 2022. And finally, I speak about building 50,000 new homes by Christmas of this year. You heard me correctly. Christmas of this year, that's in 5 months, more homes than the mayor has built in 5 years by a factor of 4. I will have quadrupled his numbers. Yes, this is what happens when you have an independent voice, fresh ideas, and someone who really cares about this city, who wants to take London in a new direction. I want to talk about this document today, but first, I want to thank all the people that helped make me create this document, because behind the scenes, I've been having meetings, Zoom calls, detailed analysis and discussions with senior members of the House of Lords here in London, senior members of the Metropolitan Police, senior members of TfL, our Transport for London infrastructure, senior architects, doctors, scientists, entrepreneurs, economists, who have all advised on this document. There's too many people to name and thank here, but this isn't just the product of me or my team. This is a group of Londoners that cares about our city. They care about the direction of our city, and they're tired of the politics stopping things from happening. And they said, Brian, we see you. We see your philosophy, your vision. We see how you really want to change London and how you care, and you don't want to get caught up in all of the politics. And we want to help you. We want to back you. And I've been so overwhelmed with the amount of support that I've gotten from senior level people to help create this manifesto. And again, we are going to print out thousands of copies of these and get these out to you. I am convinced that if every single Londoner had one of these in their hand right now, on May 6th, we would pull off a landslide victory, because this is the proof in the pudding. People can really see that we've done the time, we've done the hard tasks. I'm talking about everything in here, from my key policies all the way down to my green initiatives, to my freedom of speech initiatives, to my digital first plan for London to give free broadband to everybody, and those digital devices, especially to our children who oftentimes living in poverty can't even get online to study and go to their education facilities. So a lot of details in here. And again, I want to talk about this today. If you want to get your copy, go to brianformayor.london/manifesto. It's an incredible document. I've spoken with people that have been in politics for 20 years, and they said, Brian, this is the best manifesto I have ever seen. And when I first heard that, I thought, are you sure? I mean, this is my first time in politics. This is my first time doing a manifesto. They said, this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's readable. It shows thought. It's congruent, and it shows you actually care about London. You clearly spent months and months of time behind the scenes researching policies, and these clearly can change the game from London, whether it's the Great Celebration, to the digitization of the police, to the idea of modular housing, to the fact that I'm going to separate out the land from TFL and turn it into affordable housing. All of these things are in here, and I want to speak about those today. So thank you for joining us. As usual, a lot happening here at Brian for Mayor. We've got just a little over 3 weeks left until we're going to make history and create the greatest upset in British political history.